edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport. Once again, it is the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
Oh, phenomenal, dude. Happy to be back in the saddle here on this nice Tuesday, dude. The Monday, the soccer, it was fun, huh?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Honestly, you getting into it, dude?
Oh, yeah, bro. No, honestly, we leave that to the experts, Renee,
okay.
Manny. Are you ready to talk Zach Wilson?
I'm ready to talk Zach Wilson for sure, and I'm sure prefers as well as he checks in. Hey, guys.
Let's go to the world of the National Football League.
6 for 101, 2 touchdowns. To Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that throw? Sam Darnold blasted. Oh my goodness, did he take a hit? In trouble once, brings him down. Lost one for Odell Beckham Jr. Got it down, touchdown.
All right. So before we get to the Monday Night Football game,
Zach Wilson
from last night, obviously I didn't get a chance to recap NFL Sunday with you, and I have to ask you about Zach Wilson. You saw the results, the loss of the Patriots 14 times in a row, the attitude after the game. If you could just give me general consensus thoughts, Tony, about the disaster in Foxborough.
Well, honestly, if you had to ask me,
the sky is falling, Tony.
Obviously, you and I talked about, really looking for that performance from Zach Wilson that kind of really wows you, that it's like, oh, all right, this guy is our quarterback. Not only did he not have that performance at all, seemingly, missing pretty easy cues within his own offense here, but he also basically didn't hold himself accountable for his poor level of play. Everyone's seen the soundbite where he's been asked, like, "Oh, like, do you think you got your defense down?" He says, "No." When you only score 3 points, how do you not? It was, most of it obviously was him and the offense here. I feel like you really have to, at that point, blame yourself. Be that leader. Be that quarterback the team needs, and be like, you know what? Like, I let my team down. Obviously not to say you're not happy about it. You're gonna do the best you can next week to get better. Hit practice hard this week. Like, you want to be here. Like, this is your dream. Like, you love the team. Great coaching. Instead, it's just no, not my fault. Nope. Don't look at me. I didn't do anything. It's just very immature. We talk about taking accountability on this show, I feel like, every day. And it's not a great look. And because of that, Saleh isn't exactly certain who's going to be starting
but you
in the
buy
quarterback
that
position. No, I don't buy that, to be honest. I think it's going to be Zach Wilson. But I think Saleh should be talking about that. Like, oh, you know what? Like, he's not doing well. Like, again, hold Zach Wilson accountable, because obviously he's not holding himself accountable. So I would imagine that the big talk this week for the Jets is going to be accountability. Because now, again, like, Zach Wilson, young quarterback, supposed to be the leader. Now you have other players, thinking in their head, like, what, like, dude, like, you fucked up. Like, why wouldn't, like, the defense didn't let you down, that's for sure. So, like, what are you talking about? You have defensive players now, going to Twitter, liking tweets that are talking about Zach Wilson and shit. And at that point, that's just when you just lose, accountability within your own team. It's when you just lose your team as well. Like, what happens when the defense doesn't really give a shit about Zach Wilson? They don't even want to play for him. That's not at all what you want as a head coach, as a fan, as a player. And you're looking at a team that, surprisingly they have one of the best defense, or the better defenses in the league right now. They surprisingly are going to be, having a shot to go into the playoffs, to make a playoff run here. This isn't just like a let's see, how our adjustments, how our different pickups from the offseason can play during the season, how we can improve for next season. This is now like we have a shot this year right now. And you just really don't want that type of culture in the locker room, especially right now. I mean, I feel like this latter half of the season is going to be, it's obviously going to make a break for the Jets here. It's going to make a break for Zach Wilson too. Things are not looking good. I mean, he has some very poor takes out there on him right now. And I feel like he needs to either say something or come out big next week. He needs to make a large statement that says, I'm here. This is my team. I want to play for them. They're doing great. Like I am the Jets quarterback. Like this is where I should be for the future here. And I guess time will tell, dude, because there's a lot of bitter attitudes over there right now, I'm sure.
I mean, how could anybody have any confidence in him?
I know.
And I don't know. If it was up to me, coin bet is 100% so far. What does that mean?
No idea. Coin
Something
bet
about
is 100% so far. Oh, coin bet. That's the dude who flipped the coin for every week.
Oh, for the Jets.
Yeah, he did. I mean, up until right now, he is 100% correct on it, which is pretty crazy. And they ended up losing, I think, in the conference championship.
Yeah. But
so,
I mean, you got to score more than 3
I know.
To make it there. But yeah, if it was up to me, I think I would say sayonara, Tony.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
done.
Mike White next week?
Joe Flacco.
Really?
I mean, just for this season, probably. I mean, I guess we could give White a shot, but I just think, I mean, you saw some of the stuff. I know, like, and we'll get to it in a second. They got blown out last night, but even what like Colt McCoy does for the Cardinals, just a quick 2-second drop, gets the ball out. That's it. Wilson doesn't simplify the game; he makes it so much more complicated, and that just leads them into trouble. And I just feel like it's like people, second year, patience. But I've spoken to it many times. I mean, if you haven't shown it yet, are you really going to show it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, but I mean, the only thing is like, I mean, Flacco obviously isn't going to be your future. Is Mike White going to be the future of your team? Like, what's the point of not starting Zach Wilson?
There's been so much pain. So at least if you could get a playoff berth and maybe upset somebody in the playoffs because your defense is so good, why not just do that? The fan base is starved. Speaking of which, I'm starving right now.
Really?
Tell me you're not a little hungry.
I'm definitely a little hungry.
Well, anything right now, what would it be?
Anything?
Yeah.
Definitely like a nice breakfast sandwich on a bagel.
Country cow.
We do with bacon on the roll.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I brought some leftover Chinese food for lunch today.
Wow.
That chicken and broccoli with rice.
That'll do the job.
It's gonna be nice.
But yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I think it's over anyway. But I guess to give yourself the best shot, I think benching him inactive this week really would send the message. Let's see it, buddy.
Do you think the players gonna call for that?
No, because players support players because you never know, when the rug is going to be pulled from under you. But I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that was so inept and it was just so embarrassing. And it's like, we just don't have the time for it anymore. That's the biggest thing. It's like we finally, Salah even spoke to it. He said we have a championship level defense. And
surprisingly, dude, they're so good. The defense is ridiculous.
I mean, Zach Warner seems like, Zach Warner, I'm thinking Pop Warner. It's like he can't even be a Pop Warner quarterback, just those easy little basic throws. It's just
they were saying he may not he wasn't really understanding what plays were being called, is what they were saying too. Like what is that, dude?
But I'm very clear, and it's like I think it's over, bud.
What happens? All right, let's say next week. Who are they playing next week?
Next week, they're playing the Bears. Justin Fields probably won't play.
Possibly out for the season, right? They're saying. Let's say he comes in. They're like, all right, listen, Fields isn't playing. Our defense can definitely handle the Bears. Let's give Zach Wilson another shot. He has a hell of a game. Like 3 TDs, 250, 75 yards, whatever. No interceptions.
It's not gonna happen though. Tony.
I'm saying, what if it does? Then
I can't even fathom it, honestly. I'm beaten down, and it's just ridiculous. I'm just tired of waiting, and I look around the league, and there's just so many guys out there. And the sad part is Jimmy G looks like Joe Montana for us. He really does. He really does. And it's
Jimmy
like
G, man.
that just shows, I'm just tired of it, Tony. I'm tired. Beaten to a pulp.
Oh, Barnes.
And I was so we'll see. I do think in the back of my mind that he's just making him sweat it out. But I guess time will tell. How about the Chiefs though?
Dude, how about the Chiefs?
I mean, is Mahomes not poised to win his second?
Honestly, with the competition, I feel like now, maybe not, dude.
Other than, especially from their own conference, I don't think the Bills are going to beat them.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right.
Allen, I don't know.
I feel like
miss Dable?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe do you think it's the elbow?
Could be.
But also, like, I don't know. I feel like the Bills, I mean, is their run game really that great? Is their defense really that great too?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
just feel like the Chiefs, it's Mahomes, I think he has 28 touchdown passes already.
That's unbelievable. Travis Kelce is the best tight end ever, dude, apparently.
We'll take a look. Last night, not much of a game.
Really ran away there, I think, in the latter half of the game.
38-10 Niners. 3-0 Arizona after the first quarter, but Arizona 17 second quarter points, and really just were in the driver's seat from that point on. I mentioned Jimmy G, 20 of 29, 4 touchdowns, wasn't sacked, no picks, 131 rating. Hit George Kittle for 2 touchdowns, Brandon Ayuk for the other 2, Christian McCaffrey 7 carries for 39 yards and caught 7 passes for 67 yards. Debo was running the ball. Elijah Mitchell was running the ball. Let me tell you, I'm making this guarantee right now. San Francisco 49ers are going back to the Super Bowl.
Honestly, with the way they're playing from last night, I mean, you look at how well their run game was. I mean, it was just constant, just down the throats of the Cardinals here. And then, like you say, Brian, you have the threat in the ground like that opens up your threat through the air, and that's exactly what they had for Jimmy G. And then on top of that, obviously holding Arizona to 10 points here. What happened to Murray?
He's just been banged up. I don't know if it's his knee or whatever, but Colt McCoy, the funny part is he probably played 10 times better than Zach Wilson. 24, 34, 218, the 1 interception, sacked 3 times.
I know. That is kind of ridiculous.
But right, how are the Niners not going to go back to the Super Bowl? You think about Bosa on defense, Fred Warner.
Yeah.
You have to like him, no?
Yeah, I definitely do. And, not only the defense, but McCaffrey's got to be like the pickup of the year, dude. He's like all-American. Okay. He's running, he's throwing, he's receiving, it's honestly ridiculous. The triple threat he has, just being on the field,
Yeah.
It really is crazy.
And just somebody that's just so perfect for an offense. The way Kyle Shanahan runs his offense, it seems like it just highlights everything that he does. And do you think too? Obviously it depends. I'm sure how the season ends up, but say the Niners, another NFC Championship game, a Super Bowl appearance, maybe even a title. Do you think they reverse course here on Garoppolo versus Trey Lance?
Like, you mean keep Garoppolo for sure?
Yeah.
Hey, if they make a deep playoff run, if they make it to the Super Bowl, I still think maybe it's questionable. But if they win, how do you not have Garoppolo as your starter?
Well, and I just feel like Trey Lance has almost looked as bad as Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
I know it's shorter amount of time. And it's like if Jimmy Garoppolo, a lot was made about how, but he's not going to win you those games. But I just feel like the league is different now where, I mean, you don't have to make crazy throws. You just have to
Right.
make smart plays.
Yeah. I mean, I think the 49ers in general are kind of different right now, too. I mean, he's got a great team behind him. The only thing you could say, I mean, Jimmy doesn't have to make crazy throws. He just has to not, like, I feel like, choke.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So I think they're going to take a hard look at that. But it's interesting. You never know what each side's thinking, especially coming from his point of view. Oh, you guys are ready to throw me to the wolves, and then your quarterback goes down. Now I'm the savior. I don't know.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to end up making the Super Bowl, and he's going to stay.
That's crazy.
Look at his record as a starting quarterback too. Want to say I saw last night it was 37-17, and then
Really,
they're 9-29 in the games started by any other quarterbacks under Kyle Shanahan.
damn.
So I don't know. I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing.
Oh, definitely. And I know it was a third in a row, right? This week,
third win in a row. Yeah, they were 3-4.
Who they have next week? Because what were they? They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Chargers. They beat someone else who really isn't that great.
Well,
the Rams, right?
They beat the Rams. Yep.
Yeah.
After losing to the Falcons and Chiefs, but they played the Saints, the Dolphins, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Commanders, the Raiders, and the Cardinals again.
So I mean that's kind of a tough schedule.
Saints, though, I think is a
Saints
walk in the park.
is kind of a walk. I feel like
Dolphins is tough.
Dolphins is tough. Seahawks could be
in
tough.
Seattle.
Yeah. Bucks could be tough too.
Commanders is
You never
tough.
know.
Raiders and Cardinals cakewalk.
Yeah. So 7 games, right?
Yeah.
Right now they can go like you would expect them to kind of go 3-4, I guess.
No. I mean, 3-4. I think they're gonna go 5-2.
Think so? So who do you think they beat? The Seahawks? They beat
the Saints,
the Commanders.
They beat the Bucks. They
Really?
beat the Commanders, the Raiders, and the Cardinals.
So lose to the Seahawks and
wait, what? I'm just looking at this.
Wait, is that 6 games? Was that 6?
I feel like they're not. Hold on. Let's see. So 10 games.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
so
we
you
go.
have 7 left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. So New Orleans, I think I wasn't counting. So that's 1-0. Let's say a loss to Miami, 1-1. Beat Tampa 2-1. Seattle 3-1. Maybe upset by the Commanders 3-2, but then beat Vegas and Arizona 5-2.
Wow. I mean, that'd be quite the run if they Yeah, dude, if they do that, that'd be pretty crazy.
11 wins. So I just don't think there's anybody that's going to give them trouble in the NFC, but we've got a little time left, so we'll see how they are down the stretch. I know you always look forward to this. We're talking look aheads.
Oh boy.
3 games at Thanksgiving. We'll start there. What's your best guess? 12:30 start, Detroit. Bills on the road. What's the number?
For the spread. Bills against Detroit
on the road.
I mean, obviously, Bills got to be favored by a lot, even on the road, right?
Give me a number.
9.
9.5.
Oh,
Dallas, home against the Giants. 4:30.
Dallas 4.5.
9.
What?
Giants fluke.
No way, dude.
Same record.
Outrageous.
Same record, but weak offense. I'm just saying, Vegas. They usually know more than anybody.
Oh no, dude, that's a horrible spread.
Vikings hosting the Patriots.
Ooh,
8:20 NBC.
Vikings maybe fraudulent. You said they're hosting, right?
Yeah.
5.5.
2.5.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Bucks at the Browns.
4.5.
3.5. Cincy at Tennessee.
5.5.
1.5.
What?
Henry. Gone crazy. Miami hosting Texans.
Miami hosting the Texans. Oh, geez. Miami's got to be 7.5.
13.
Wow, dude.
Jets hosting the Bears. You know, this is baked into the fact we're expecting Fields not to play.
5.
4.5. Commanders at home against the Falcons.
6.
4. Lock of the week. Lock it in right now.
Honestly, that's crazy.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
not a chance. The Falcons don't have
Yeah.
the fundamentals. The
No
Commanders do.
way.
Panthers at home against Denver.
Ooh.
Denver favored. What's the line?
3.
2.5.
Oh.
Ravens.
God, dude.
Ravens at Jacksonville.
7.5.
4. Ravens, though, used 13-3 to Baker Mayfield this past week. Wasn't impressed.
No, it wasn't, but they covered a lot of points there.
Seattle hosting the Raiders.
Give me Seattle 4.5.
3.5.
Damn it.
Biggest line of the week. Chiefs hosting the Rams.
Biggest line, so it's gonna be more than 13. 14.5.
14.5.
Yeah, all
Hits
right.
it on the
baby.
nose.
Let's go.
Eagles hosting the Packers.
Ooh. Eagles 3.5.
7. I mean, Packers have been a train wreck.
I know, but Eagles like couple
Imagine saying
tight
that before the
games here
season.
though.
Yeah.
Couple tight games.
Yeah, maybe some value on Green Bay there.
Come on.
Last game they have listed here, Monday Night Football, Colts hosting the Steelers.
Hosting the Steelers. Colts 2.5.
2.5.
Let's
There he
go.
goes. 2. Wow. You know, we'll have to do official picks tomorrow, but early leans here are the Bills covering the 9.5.
No, I don't think so. Lions
are hot. 3-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Any chance for a giant upset in Big D?
I think so, dude.
At least cover the number.
Yeah, definitely cover the number.
Does Bill Belichick make mince meat of Kirk Cousins after passing for 100 yards last game?
Honestly, I don't think so.
No? Vikings too explosive?
Yeah, Vikings too explosive. Also, like, I mean, are the Patriots scoring a lot? I mean, I don't think they're going to cover. It was a big spread, right?
2.5.
Oh, 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, but Pat's 2.5, right?
No, Vikings.
Oh, Vikings 2.5. Whatever, dude.
All right. Which game is going to be the best? The Giants game on Thanksgiving? Or Pats Vikings?
I think Pats Vikings would maybe. No, I think Giants game would be closer down to the wire. Yeah.
But maybe, a sense of reality after the loss this week to the Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of stepped back. Whoa. Maybe we were a little ahead of ourselves. Or no?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like you said, I mean, the Lions seemingly have been doing a lot of things right. So past couple of weeks.
What percent chance would you get them of winning?
The Giants?
No, the Lions.
Oh, the Lions? I don't know. Maybe like a 35%.
Elbow
chance.
acting up.
Yeah.
Allen throws a couple picks.
Mm-hmm.
Fumbles it into the end zone.
Could
Never
be.
know, dude.
Yeah.
That'll be week 12.
Oh, wow, dude.
Last question for you.
What do you got?
If you had to guess, who leads the NFL in passing yards? In how many yards?
Wow, dude, that's a big question. Is it someone I'm not going to be expecting?
No, you're expecting it.
So is it going to be like Patrick Mahomes?
Yep.
Okay.
How many yards?
I don't know. On average, let's say he throws for like, I don't know, what would you say, 220 a game, 250 a game?
Almost 300 a game.
You think it is?
Conceivably. 10 games.
3,400?
3265.
Oh,
Close.
that's pretty. Who's next? Geno Smith?
Josh Allen,
Oh.
2930.
Wow.
And then how about this? Sack leader. Guess how many sacks? We're like a little way past the halfway mark, almost to the 2/3 mark of the season. Sacks are at a premium these days, but somebody leader in the pack.
You want a name? You want a number?
Both.
Can you give me a team?
New England.
Oh, geez. No idea who it will be. 11 sacks, maybe?
13.
Really?
Matthew Judon.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. So interesting stuff, honestly. It's just weird too, like how just numbers change and stuff. And we're obviously trending towards offense, but then I don't know. It seems like numbers are almost down. Like it's like weird. Scoring has been down overall this year.
And I feel like to lead the league with 11 sacks right now, I feel like that's
13.
13, sorry. I think that's quite a lot.
Micah Parsons is 10. Plays safety. I mean, technically Mike linebacker, but
right.
CJ Gardner-Johnson, 6 interceptions for Philadelphia.
Wow. I feel like last year, Watt led, right?
Yeah, like 18
I
sacks.
think 18, yeah, something like I think it was like 16 maybe.
Judon could get 20, depending on how the rest of the season goes. But yeah, I mean, here we are in the NFL season. I mean, I think the biggest thing we just want to see what's going to happen with the Jets.
Hopeful, honestly.
Where they finished record wise, 6-4 right now.
The next 7 games, right? I mean, I guess. I don't know who they play, but with the way they've been playing, I mean,
got the Dolphins, got the Bills.
Maybe they can go 3-4, 4-3, maybe.
We need 4-3.
Yeah,
10-7 gets you in. Does Zach make it through the whole game this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Revenge spot?
Yeah, I think so.
Porous defense, Chicago.
Exactly. Take advantage.
See what happens.
Yeah, I think good things from Zach Wilson.
But you know what we got to talk about? Halak, World National Hockey League.
Wow, dude, the snap.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Hat-trick goal! My goodness, this is a great shot. Big hit on the far side by McCarr. He flattens Jordan's skull. Oh, my goodness. Expects to come right back. Terrifying and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin. It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores the winner in overtime. All right, Tony. So first, we haven't got to talk about it. Your thoughts, San Jose, 2-1 over the weekend.
So we talked a little bit about it like last night, but I mean, obviously a win is a win. You had some great bright spots there. It's a team like San Jose, right? Who've obviously I think you've lost already once.
Yes, definitely lost before.
At home.
Yeah.
And this was, definitely odd game with no scoring in the first 2 periods. Nothing going into in the third period here. So not exactly the offense you're looking for, okay? Because at this point, like, I think one thing that Rangers fans are itching for is just some fucking goal scoring, just like a highlight reel of a game, basically. Which you didn't find, which you'd expect to get against San Jose, but you didn't, which is unfortunate. But nonetheless, like I said, a win is a win, and there were some bright spots. You're looking at, I think it's Julian Gauthier, right? A young guy, third year in the team, I think. He made a few nice plays. He had that third period goal. And then, which was, I think there was like a big power play too that he drew a penalty from. He was skating really well. It's one of your young guys right there. And then obviously, Shesterkin looking like, Shesterkin looking like he's last year's Shesterkin, 22 saves on 23 shot attempts. nice 957 save percentage, making some really big saves as well. Some hard shots on him, and he was just kind of staying poised, keeping the Rangers in the game. Honestly, because obviously the Rangers weren't scoring. So a big reason why they were in the game in the third period was Shesterkin. So you'll have to see that. I feel like there was some like, oh well, last year it was this, and now this year he's not off to that hot start. But so you have that. But again, dude, I mean, you just talk about being tired and tired of waiting specifically here. Rangers just have to score a lot. Like, again, I keep talking about the talent they have across the board here, with their forwards, how great their defensemen. Adam Fox, I think he's on like a 9-game point streak or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he's been doing really well. And he had that empty netter, I think, against San Jose too. So, they have the opportunities here. They have the talent to be scoring. It's like Bruins type games where it should be 6-2 against San Jose. It should be 7-3. It should be 5-2. Like we should be scoring 5
I
goals.
feel like they haven't had a game like that since the Detroit game.
Literally, they have not.
Yeah,
I think they scored. I think it was like 7-3 or 7-2 that game or something like that. 8.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, like where is that? Where'd that come from, and where is it gone?
Does it make you think about Gallant?
I guess so.
I know we always talk about what's the alternative, but is it anything, better than that as from an offensive standpoint, shaking it up?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. It's interesting because it's like, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't done anything bad this season so far.
Good.
I guess. I don't know. It's a tough spot to kind of, want to get rid of Gallant. I mean, I feel like in hockey coaches are more of like a culture thing,
Yeah.
Obviously it's about, your strategy and stuff, which I feel like, I mean, it's a pretty sound strategy. It's just executing.
Right. And I don't know, as far as the players, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Do they respect him or not?
I think that's the question. But I'm saying the only other alternative is kind of shuffling around the players making moves. But it's I think anybody that has value, I don't think you really want to trade. I feel like for guys you'd have to trade would have to be the younger guys. And it's like, do you really want to trade them?
Right. Obviously not. I mean,
you're not going to trade Mika. You're not going to trade Kreider.
No, you're not.
You're not going to trade Panarin.
You're not going to trade. I mean, you have right. Just looking at it, I mean, I guess you could put Hedl up on the block here. Some of your young guys, Kako, which someone talked about.
Would that be a big return? Kako, Lafreniere, and Hedl? Would you get a big return?
Oh, you fucking should. Yeah.
Connor McDavid, or they're just not going to trade Connor McDavid.
I mean, there's no way Edmonton's going to trade Connor McDavid, dude. And even
I think he's meant to be a Ranger, though.
Yeah, I guess so. And even so, it's gonna have to be like, if you want McDavid, it'll have to be like all 3 of those guys,
5 first-round picks,
like plus some pick. Yeah, dude. It's like, which I'm not sure what the Rangers have in terms of pickage, but and even like I mean, you're looking possibly at like even maybe throwing a defender in there too. I mean, they're
Trouba, new captain. McDavid comes over.
Captain.
No, wouldn't he be the new captain?
McDavid? If McDavid comes over, he wouldn't just inherently get the C. No.
Acting captain? No. Alternate captain.
Oh gosh. I don't think that's ever gonna happen though.
I mean, anybody realistic option that's good to bring in. Just from an offensive standpoint to kind of get things going.
Oh. I mean, I think for someone who's gonna be, looking to trade, I think you should look towards St. Louis.
Tarasenko?
Sure. There's even a couple other guys on the team. I mean, I think St. Louis has kind of been on a little bit of a roll the past week or so. And I mean
10-8 now. They were like, when did they lose 6 in a row?
Yeah, I think so. So it's like, that's a team who's looking to be putting guys in the trading block here. They're also looking for some young talent, some new faces. So I mean, just looking at what you could trade. I mean, I guess you could give up like Sammy Blais is someone who was injured last year. I forget what he was injured for. It might have been a knee injury. But he had some really good games up until that injury. Young dude, he's 26, from Quebec. Carpenter's kind of old guy here. He's like 30 years old, so he's probably not going to fetch much from a team like St. Louis.
Flip Trocheck already?
No, you're not doing that. I guess Julian Gauthier may be, somewhat of a good guy to kind of get rid of here. Young guy, 25. I mentioned how he's been, skating really well here. It's just really tough to kind of get around. Jimmy Vesey, maybe another guy they may want. I talked to, he was I think a first rounder out of Mass. He went to Harvard, I think.
Mhm.
Drafted by us, was on Jersey for a little while. Really hasn't really found his way. So and then he bounced around, looked like Toronto, Vancouver, Buffalo. Maybe Rangers give him up, go to St. Louis. I have to look at the St. Louis roster, see what some numbers are on some of their guys and stuff.
Barbashev,
Barbashev, good. Yeah, I like Barbashev.
younger, 26.
So we'll see. We'll see. Binnington.
For Halak, would you do it?
Yeah, I would do that. Absolutely, in a heartbeat.
I'm telling you, I know Shesterkin's unconfirmed right now. Halak is starting tonight.
No, he's not, dude. It's ridiculous.
I don't want it, Tony.
If
It's the
anything,
last thing I want. But
what
I'm just
is
saying.
it tomorrow? Oh no, they're off tomorrow.
No,
Are they
no,
off tomorrow?
no,
They're playing
playing
Anaheim.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so probably tomorrow against Anaheim. Halak game.
No, I just know this coaching pattern. I swear to God. NHL, man, we need to make a stand for the unnecessary rest of the goalies. Honestly, Connor Ingram last night. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I know, dude. That is such horse shit.
I mean, in all seriousness, Tony, I know I take it to the extreme sometimes, but like, you really think, like, let's say the Rangers went to this year, we got 82 games. I don't care how we, chop it up. Shesterkin's going to start 70. Would he really be at risk starting 70 games this year? That's that crazy. He's going to be beat like come postseason time.
70 games? Yeah, I think.
Really though? I mean, Patrick Waugh starting 78? No. Just saying, it's not like Shesterkin's 36.
No.
But I'm saying, so why?
What do you, Patrick Waugh?
That almost disappoints me that you're not on board with like the pushing.
70 games would be kind of crazy.
So what?
Give him 65, 63.
See, but then you go down to 63. 63. I mean, we're giving him 20 days off at this point.
Yeah.
You don't think that's crazy? You strike me as someone who would want to just run the guys to the ground, to like make them earn their paycheck.
No, I mean I would, but I feel like that really would cause for some injury here, and you can't have your goaltender injured.
What do you mean? Halak can't start playoff games for us?
No.
But the one thing that they've put themselves in, and I understand. Like I wasn't a fan of Gorgiev. However, it's like if we get into a situation like we did last year in the playoffs, we can't pull Shesterkin for Halak.
No, you can't at all, ever.
But what was that? Twice they did that? Like after one period?
Yeah.
What's the cutoff for pulling? Is it 4 in the first, 3 in the first? What is it?
I mean, certainly
playoffs.
It kind of depends, I would say 3 is, I would say probably average.
But I feel like now with Halak, unless Shesterkin's giving up 5 in the first, they're gonna keep Shesterkin.
It would have to be like 5, and it would be like you fucking like, what are you doing, sort of deal. Like you lost your arm or something.
But I don't know. I like it, and I don't mean to be negative because I feel like this year it seems like me with the Rangers. It's negative, but am I wrong to say that they didn't have a better roster at this time last year?
You had a better roster this time last year? Yeah. No.
You really don't think?
I mean, the roster isn't much different.
Gorgiev,
right,
was a big part.
No, yeah, Gorgiev was a huge part.
And then I don't know. I'm trying to think. Who did they basically not re-sign to bring in? I guess at this time though they didn't have those reinforcements.
Yeah, Vetrano and Mott and they all came at trade deadline. I would like Vetrano. I think he's on the Ducks right now. Actually.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll be seeing him tomorrow.
What's been your early impression with Trocheck?
Honestly, really good. I think he's doing. He's brought in to win faceoffs here. That's what he is doing, which you absolutely love to see. Let me just see his face-off percentage here. Sorry, give me a second.
-4. Ooh.
What?
Is plus minus is -4?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not great, I suppose. But again, I mean, shifts. I don't want to see. Oh, dude. Right. So it seems like on average, he's winning 50% of his faceoffs. Right now, this year is actually at 55%, which is dope. I mean, that's really good. I mean, talk about a huge improvement from last year. We couldn't win faceoffs to save our lives. So I mean, I think he's doing his job, I suppose. 6 goals, 7 assists. You expect a center to have maybe some more assists.
Right.
Even just kind of going to the net, maybe some more goal scoring. You mentioned, he's 13 points in the season. He's -4 while he's on the ice.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I get
Yeah.
it. Like you wanted him for the faceoffs, but I feel like because what did we give him, a 7-year contract?
Yeah.
Like you give someone a 7-year deal, like you want more than a couple faceoffs. It's almost like the Carlson contract.
No, yeah, I think you're totally right. I think he'll come into his own though.
How soon do you before they make a trade acquisition or something like that, or big change? You think we're still got a month?
Yeah, at least New Year.
But yeah, I just like I've been saying all season long. At least you haven't buried yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want like a good stretch, a good offensive stretch, and that's why it's like I almost feel like we need to bring someone else in. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Let's look at the Blues roster. How about that?
Tarasenko, I guess, is hurt.
Is he hurt again right now?
He didn't play last night. They beat the Ducks 3-1.
Playing Buffalo tomorrow.
Wow, they've won 7 in a row. They were 3-8.
Let's look here. Robert Thomas, 23 years old, 4 goals, 12 assists in the season. Center, 6 foot 218. O'Reilly, they don't want. Braden Shen, a little bit older. He's 31. But he's pretty solid. I think he's got to be on. He must have been on the team forever, honestly.
Boy, Tarasenko -4, 4 goals, 9 assists.
Pretty lackluster from him, eh?
Yeah.
Pavel Buchnevich.
I feel like you've always been a Buchnevich guy.
No, absolutely, dude. He used to be in the Rangers. 27 now. Let's look at his stats. Projected to have 18 goals, 36 assists in the season. Right now, he's at 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points overall, +3 on the ice. 27 shots on net right now so far through the season. I'd say it's pretty good.
That's your guy.
I mean, I know it's so tough because we got rid of him when in the rebuild.
Might have not been the best move.
No. Brandon Saad. He's old as fuck though. He's 30. Who's this Nathan Walker guy? Nothing to show for him the season so far. No points, no nothing.
How about Clayton Keller?
Clayton Keller, good numbers.
Couple goals, 7-8 goals for Arizona.
Really?
Keller.
Keller's the dude from last year. He was pretty solid.
Could be somebody.
How old is he?
I think he's like around 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you're looking for someone young to
definitely
to groom. Yeah. How many hours last night?
Not enough, apparently. Dude.
I thought I was tired.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if it was. I don't have any fucking heat in my apartment right now, Brian.
What's the deal there?
I don't know. He's not working. Landlord hasn't come through yet.
Jay's fault or no?
No, I don't think it's anybody's. I don't know. First of all, I don't know. Last year we have some weird thermostats thing going on where like thermostats like really weird to use, but we had it like bumped. We really put it on like the highest temperature and like nothing was happening. So it's like obviously.
Keller's only 24, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay. See there. That's what I'm talking about. Left wing.
Left wing. Right wing actually, but I didn't realize he was a first round pick from Arizona 2016. 7th overall. I thought he was just like some random guy. He's expected to be pretty
damn good, dude. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's more than enough talent around the league to nab.
Yeah. And I know you could agree with me at this. Like, it's hard not to be almost jealous in a way. Like, we look around the league, all these teams are running off on these big win streaks. We know what the Devils are doing. And then, you know what I mean? We're just kind of soaking ourselves in mediocrity. And that's why it's annoying.
No, it is very annoying, dude. And you're thinking about, Devils across the town.
7 in a row for Boston.
Yeah, Bruins, big rival here. Like
13 in a row for the Devils.
I mean, you said St. Louis winning 7 in a row?
St. Louis winning 7 in a row.
Come on, dude.
So it's like, where's our time?
Yeah.
It
starts right now tonight with the Kings, baby.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, what are you gonna say though? Honestly, if 6 o'clock comes around, you go to Daily Faceoff, Jaroslav Halak in net, and it's Jonathan Quick. Are you gonna be pissed?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, listen, you have to obviously assume that one of these games, Halak is going to be starting. And I mean, reality. I mean, I understand. I think Kings just lost the last 2 games, but Anaheim is not good. They're definitely a worse team than the Kings.
Terry, I could see Terry going, 5-hole on Halak. No,
all day probably. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Anaheim, although they're the worst team, Tyler Zegras is still good too on Anaheim. You have Sonny Milano, who's good too. I mean, they have talent. And if you let them put themselves in the position to score, they're going to score probably. But I mean, in reality, I think the Kings just have they're a better all-around team. They have a better goaltender. They have better defense. They have more. I would say they're a quicker team. So I mean,
third best record in the West.
The Kings.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty impressive what they've been doing so far. So I think, how do you not have I mean, Shesterkin's the quicker goalie. So I mean, why would you not start Shesterkin tonight?
But what's the reason for this turnaround with the Kings? I mean, I know Quick's playing better.
Quick's playing better. I guess, last year, we mentioned that some young guys in the team. I guess maybe they're just kind of finally getting into their own here. I mean, you also have Anze Kopitar, who seemingly has, I mean, he's doing better than last season, which you think of someone who's, old. They're talking about, him being in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, I think he has 2 cups with the Kings. But yeah, obviously, someone's probably going to make it. But yeah, I mean, their leading goal scorer right now is
Gabriel Velarde, 10 goals. No,
for the Kings.
Yeah.
Yes, Gabriel Velarde. I mean, 23 years old from Ontario. Young dude here. You look at what he's done so far in his career. Last season we played 25 games. Maybe injury, I don't know what, but 5 goals, 2 assists. Year before that, 54 games, 10 goals, 13 assists. So here we are, about 20-something games through the season already. He already has 10 goals.
Right.
So obviously, you look at someone like him, 23 years old. It's his 4th season. Been in the league since he's young, probably finally adjusting to the speed, to the tempo that the Kings are trying to run here. Kevin Fiala as well. He has 6 goals, 12 assists in the season. He's another young guy. He's leading the team with points. Obviously 18 points there. 26-year-old guy from Switzerland, which is pretty crazy. But look at him. I mean, this is his first year with LA. So there you go. Young guy they nabbed. Was with Minnesota and Nashville before that. You look at some of his years, I guess. Looks like his best year was in 2019, actually, with Minnesota. 64 games played, 23 goals, 31 assists. Last year he had 33 goals, 52 assists, actually, with Minnesota. Interesting that Minnesota honestly got rid of him. I don't know if he's a free agent or what. But last year he was 25 years old with 85 points in the season. That's actually a really big get for LA. So I mean, yeah, look at that right there. 2 youthful guys. One who had just established himself in the league with Minnesota. Another one in Velarde, who is beginning to establish himself homegrown with the Kings. So you have some young guys who I guess you can revolve yourself around. And then I feel like Jonathan Quick, I suppose he's had some good saves, but I mean, I think they could still maybe use a goaltender.
Really?
Yeah.
I think though, don't you think though, like they play around the way they're playing and they're gonna stick with it?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, in reality, I think if they put themselves in the position, like come trade deadline, if they're in the position to be like, one of the top teams in the conference here, definitely making the playoffs, you're gonna need a better goaltender to be going deep into the playoffs. So
do they fetch 3-4 first-round picks if they're good enough? I mean, I guess what Gorgiev was like a first and a second or something.
yeah, 4 would be kind of pushing it, I think. Yeah, and I don't think there's any real goaltender in the league who would.
I mean, that was a pretty good package for Gorgiev, though, I felt.
Yeah. I mean, especially for someone who's technically a backup too.
But would we have been better off keeping him?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan, of that move when we first did it. But I mean, I think it'll probably benefit us more towards the future.
It's just annoying. Let's wait 5 years.
Yeah. It's like, no, I want it now.
I'm kind of interested if you can get this. Well, first of all, we're looking at the lines for tonight. I don't know. Have you looked or not?
No.
Okay. What do you think? Rangers or Kings? Who's favored and what's the juice?
Wow. I would say Rangers are definitely favorited on the road here. One, I don't know, what they make minus 115?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't look it up.
I didn't look it up, I swear.
Sabres at Canadians. Who's favored?
Canadians. Oh, jeez. Is it even?
No.
175?
115.
Oh, 115 again.
Yeah. What total set higher? The Rangers or the Canadians?
I would say Rangers.
Canadians, 6.5 versus 6.
No kidding, dude.
Yeah.
Buffalo's not scoring anything.
Do you think that's a good game, or you think the Canadians wipe the floor?
I think it's gonna be. I don't know about wiping the floor, but I think I could see it being like a 3-1 game.
Yeah, Canadians are for real. St. Louis, Suzuki, playoffs?
No,
9-8 right now. Teetering, or you think they fall out of it?
Maybe wild card, maybe close to it, but I can't see it, dude.
Keys to the game for a Rangers 6 victory.
I would say number one thing is to control the puck as much as possible, right? I think they have a lot of stupid giveaways. Number two, play physical for sure. LA super quick. If you hit them quick, get them sore, they're not going to be as quick. You gotta really lock them down on defense. And then I guess third one would be come out hot.
Don't be down 1-0 after one.
Exactly, dude.
Scoreless after the first. Kopitar.
Oh gosh, dude. Especially with the Kings, if they just get rolling, they're hard to stop.
Over under 6 goals.
Under. Give me the under.
Final score.
Rangers 3-2.
Another tight game, another lackluster offensive performance, but it's good enough for you, or?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, the Kings are, not a team to be certainly overlooked right now. We mentioned how good they are, young talent. I think that they're going to be, a good team down the stretch of the season too. So,
if you had Bucks on the line, Halak's named starter, what team would you take? It's Halak quick,
right?
Saying it, and it was your money on the line. Both the same odds.
I would still pick the Rangers to win,
but you'd be pretty nervous.
I'd be a little bit more nervous. Yeah, I think Halak compared to Quick, I think it'd be high. I think at that point it would definitely hit the over. Yeah, for sure, dude.
So I guess I'll give you the Rangers. I'll actually. I'm gonna take the Sabres. I just think the NHL. I feel like that's like the easiest thing. Is just take the opposite of what you think.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's the NHL this year.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, I think what was it last night? You said either the Bruins or the Devils were gonna lose.
But tell me that the time for that is not around the corner.
I mean, if you just keep saying it all the time, Brian.
Next 10 games, though, both teams go. What's the record? Bruins first.
I'll give them 7-3.
And then Devils
6-4.
Bruins 5-5. Devils 3-7.
That's out.
Mark it down. Mark it down. Timestamp right now.
Okay. All right. Dude. Yeah, I'll write it down. What'd you say? Bruins what?
Bruins 5-5.
5-5.
Devils 3-7. I just feel like sometimes, we act like we don't see these things coming.
All right, so let's dive deep, Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. So next 10 games, let's see where that will take us here. It'll obviously start with mañana. Bruins are at the Panthers, so you may be starting off kind of well.
Yeah, 0-1.
So so let's see here. Why can't I get okay? So you have Panthers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would take us to December 15th, right? So for the Bruins, that's 12, 15. Okay. And just looking at it right now,
0-1 Panthers.
right? So you have Panthers. After that, you have Hurricanes.
0-2.
After that, you have Lightning.
0-3.
3 teams they've beaten already this season. Just saying.
Yep.
December, you have the Avalanche.
0-4.
Golden Knights.
0-5.
Avalanche again.
1-5.
They have to win the next 5 games, I guess, right?
What's the next game?
Coyotes.
2-5.
Golden Knights.
3-5.
Bruins.
4.
Sorry. Islanders.
See, they might go 4-6, honestly.
And then Kings to end it off.
Yeah, I think 4-6.
So now you're saying 4 and 6.
Revised 4-6. Yep.
All right, now let's go over to the Islanders. Obviously, it starts with tomorrow. They're playing.
You mean the Devils, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Devils. Again, obviously starts with tomorrow. They play the Maple Leafs tomorrow.
0-1.
A team they beat in a shootout. But anyway, dude, that's all right. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they'll take us to 12, 13. Okay, so what did I say? The Panthers they're playing next? No, the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs.
Yep, 0-1.
Sabres.
1-1.
Capitals.
2-1.
Rangers.
2-2.
And then they have the Predators.
3-2.
Flyers.
3-3.
Interesting. Blackhawks.
3-4.
Islanders.
3-5.
Rangers again.
3-6.
Stars.
4-6.
4 and 6.
4-6. 4-6.
So both teams are going to be 4 and 6.
No, because I'm just saying. I think you do understand though, where it's like, oh, well, we're gonna beat this team, we're gonna beat that team, and it's like, it's hard to beat teams that aren't even that good. I think that's the general point that I feel, and it's the same thing with the NFL.
And the Bruins especially, that's a really tough schedule ahead of them.
Murderers row.
It really is.
They could go 2-8.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
More likely to make it to the Stanley Cup
Between these two teams?
Yeah.
Bruins. Goaltender.
But like going into the year, were they a playoff team?
The Bruins? Yeah, I feel like last year they were doing the rebuild thing. Great young guys, Patrice Bergeron, David Pastrnak. I feel like they just Olmark has just been on fire this season so far for them.
Tender.
Yeah, hot tender.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but listen, priority Rangers tonight. No Jaroslav.
The Kings, dude. Oh,
but let's just get it done, dude, and let's just go from there.
Did you take the Sabres tonight?
I took the Sabres. Yeah.
What's our records here?
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna get to that. So I think you have -5. Is it? Come on, Tony. You can't. You have to be that tight.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It is somewhat close.
Wow.
But this is why I just get tight though, because whenever I want to just pull up something quick, forever, when I don't need it, it's there. The bugaboo, Tony. 20-15.
20-15.
Yeah, you're looking right at it. 20.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hot. The football picks. That's what.
Oh God.
I went 3-0.
I went with the Pat. What do you mean?
Chiefs, Ravens, Commanders.
Okay, yeah. I forgot we didn't do heads up stuff.
Yeah. You got too excited for the Giants.
Yeah. I picked the Pats though.
But then you picked the
Eagles, didn't I?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you did have the Eagles too.
Are you doing this math right?
Tony, come on. But yeah, let's just get the W. Are you gonna make it to the second period tonight?
Oh gosh, dude.
I mean, you look like you could use like an 8:30 type of night.
Honestly,
what time you get up this morning?
like 7.
But just
It wasn't
on
even
and
that.
off,
Yeah,
toss all night.
I don't even know. I felt like I didn't even sleep at all when I woke
like
up.
not, but like you actually did though.
I did.
Just,
yeah, I fell
felt like
asleep.
you
I don't even know. Like,
tough.
it really.
Did you
is.
have enough water yesterday?
Probably not. I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, there I go.
Too much food, maybe? Could I have played into it?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Stuffed my face. Oh my god, dude! I totally forgot the cheesecake. You want a slice?
Yeah.
On the show?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do a rating
Right now, dude.
I'm actually starving, so this is perfect. I
can't believe we forgot.
I actually the thought crossed my mind, but honestly, I was thinking, there was a chance something was left.
No, I made sure.
Must have been a hot item though last night. Wow.
Okay.
It has been a homemade cheesecake. It's been a long time, honestly.
My mother.
Yeah, thank you again for supplying the cheesecake. And Tony, I mean, just looking at this thing, I mean, there's no way I'm not going to give it a 10.
Oh, dude, it's so freaking good.
How many slices last night?
I just had one.
How?
Well, I want to say something for you. Everyone else, you should have seen Mike was like, oh, so fun. Mike was like taking these little slivers.
Oh, but then
like 10 of them.
Yeah.
You want cherries?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't know how. I've never done the cherry action, so you gotta do more.
Wow. I feel like we're on the Food Network right now.
Dude, honestly, can I do this?
Say that again?
Can I do that?
Maybe just so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Wow. So you never have the cherries?
I don't do the cherries.
Wow. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh.
Complete 10. Wow. Just the creaminess, the flavor, cherries, perfect accent point. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Like, I think this could be up for like, maybe like a cheesecake contest, if there is such a thing.
I'm sure there is.
I mean, I'll take it over anything. I mean, just a flawless process. How far back does this go?
So as a kid, my mother, my grandmother.
And this was always the patented dessert.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
There was a time, Brian, where I didn't even like this.
I can't believe that. What changed for you?
I tried it.
Wow.
Very not bad.
No, it's a nice touch. Honestly, it really is. And once again, thank you. I like how there's two of me right now.
Yeah. The wide and the tight.
It feels like I'm going crazy.
Hey, buddy, you earned that cheesecake.
Yes. No, thanks
for
again. And thanks to everyone else, right? I mean, for tuning in today. Oh, we got a little comments. What the hell is going on? Barnes didn't have any. Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah,
Michael.
dude. What in the hell is going on? He says.
Did Michael take a couple for a doggy bag later?
Oh, dude, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Never know.
You better hurry up and get it before it's all gone.
I might have another piece.
Please, dude. You had none last night. You
Gotta catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you everyone else for tuning in, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. Archives, YouTube page, Tony, Renee, Michael in costume, merch, downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.